love the MDSC because it has such a strong sense of family and community.
I love the MDSC because it creates a community for families who have kids with Down syndrome. It's a place for information, a place for community, a place for celebration.
My great story theme for MDSC, I think, is a story of passion. The MDSC started in 1983 with a handful of parents who were sitting around a dining room table and talking about their children and their children's future. And what they wanted to do is talk more and more to other parents and find out what they could do together to ensure that their children with Down syndrome would have a meaningful future.
The number one thing is freedom. The freedom of speech. And now I am applying it to advocates, that advocates have the freedom of speech to petition our government. We're all policy changers who can change policy at the State House.
I have been an advocate for many years. I am a resource specialist at Children's Hospital. It's been great working with them. Once I see families with their children, it really inspired me to do what I love and do what I do, and I love what I do. It's been a fun ride.
My name's Colleen Driscoll, and I'm the Teen and Young Adult Program Coordinator with the Massachusetts Down Syndrome Congress. I run a program called Advocates in Motion, and it's for teens and young adults between 13 and 22 with Down syndrome.
I love to write. I'm a poet, so I write poetry. My name is Kate Bartlett, and I'm an Advocates in Motion. To be myself. That's what they taught me, and I really appreciate that.
Self-advocates, they are the truth tellers. They are the ones who have the real message, and I have been so privileged to work with them. Every year, self-advocates join me and the MDSC staff to go to Washington, D.C. to make sure our legislators, our congressmen and women, hear their messages and know their stories. When someone with Down syndrome speaks, the congressman or woman listens.
I know it's hard for people with Down syndrome to get accepted, but we need to hear from their voices what we need to do. We're capable people that we can have our own lives together.
My name is Rosalie Forster. I'm the Education Resource Specialist and Conference Coordinator for the Massachusetts Down Syndrome Congress. We have local and national experts on inclusion, Down syndrome education. Through our education task force, we've also developed our teacher partnership network. It pairs educators who have experience teaching kids with Down syndrome.
I've connected with a teacher in Melrose. She's a third grade teacher, and she has a student with Down syndrome in her class. It's a great opportunity for new teachers, inexperienced teachers, as well as professional educators that have been in the field for a long time, just to network together and collaborate and offer advice and resources and support.
I have a beautiful girl, 19 years old, Elizabeth, who happens to have that beautiful gift, which is a Down syndrome. Resources in our language were scarce, were few before. But with the initiative that Massachusetts Down Syndrome Congress has taken with Sarah and Maureen Gallagher to reach out, they have even gone one step further. And what they have done is to translate all the information that is in English that you will offer to an American person, English-speaking person, the same information but in Spanish. Many parents feel left out, feel like they do not belong, feel embarrassed, feel like they are alone, but they are not. It is very important to belong to a group.
Dads Appreciating Down Syndrome is a support group for fathers of children with Down syndrome. Just about every month that we meet, we have new fathers that show up unannounced, And they are experiencing a lot of the feelings I had when my son was first born. And fortunately for them, I feel that a lot of them are able to open up and relax and realize, hey, there's other fathers out there that are involved with with similar circumstances. In September of '09, we signed a contract of affiliation with the MDSC, and we couldn't be happier.
During the course of the week of waiting for the final results of the amnio, I was put in touch with the MDSC in the first call program, and there was an afternoon I was in the car, and I knew that someone was going to be calling me, that a mother of a child with Down syndrome would call to speak to me, and that was when I got the call, and it was a turnaround point for me. I came home that day and shared the conversation with my husband, and I just said, you're not going to believe who I just talked to and what I just heard, and that really was pivotal, I think, in us really, wanting to continue with the pregnancy and starting to get on a path to being happy about our pregnancy and our child again.
Parents First Call, I think, is the heart and soul of MDSC. It's a program to support new and expectant families all across Massachusetts, and actually we've connected with families all across the country. It's 40 trained parent volunteers across the whole state who make themselves available 24/7 to provide accurate information to families, but most importantly to provide that connection with another parent, to answer questions, to listen, to provide hope.
One of our largest events takes place in October, which is National Down Syndrome Awareness Month. Thousands of people come out to walk and celebrate the Down syndrome community. It's an amazing day. It's a walk to promote acceptance and inclusion. We have self-advocates come out, family members, friends, teachers, educators. And it's an amazing public awareness event as well as a big fundraiser for us to support our programs.
I see a future for people with Down syndrome where they are the leaders in the Down syndrome community.
I see a future where every expectant family receiving a prenatal diagnosis of Down syndrome has immediate, accurate, up-to-date information and the opportunity to talk with another parent.
I see a future where teachers see the student first and not the disability.
I see a future that people with Down syndrome would be out in the community more, have jobs, have a good life.
The Down syndrome story has been around since the age of antiquity. More than 400,000 Americans have someone with Down syndrome in their family. But the story continues to write new chapters, and I can't wait to read the rest of it.